Welcome back to another episode of Two Peas Out the Pod with Johnny and Shay.
What's up, guys?
Ever trusted someone who smiled just a little too much? On this Throwback Thursday, we're diving into The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, the 1992 thriller that made every new parent side eye their nanny. Perfect home, perfect family until the perfect stranger moved in. Stick around. In the end, we're going to talk about the jaw dropping behind the scenes secrets, including what really happened on set, how Rebecca D. Mornay prepared for that icy stare, and the eerie real life events that inspired the story. So that'll be in our bonus content section. And also, today is the release of the new Hand That Rocks the Cradle, October 22nd, 2025 movie on Hulu. So stick around for that info. We're not going to give any spoilers out or anything like that, like we normally don't. But we're going to just touch upon why they made a new one and all of that. So,
To be honest, I think they just wanted to bring awareness about obsession and domestic, and danger.
yeah, I'm not going to lie. I mean, we had a baby almost 8 months ago, and thinking about, getting somebody to watch the baby that you don't know and a nanny and all that stuff, it's nerve wracking.
Yeah,
So, I don't
but
know. I
I
get it.
mean, I could see why the rich and famous would do that because they probably put a big insurance policy on them.
So, guys, the original script for Hand That Rocks the Cradle was released in 1992, so a long time ago. It was directed by Curtis Hanson. He also made LA Confidential and 8 Mile, if you didn't know.
I didn't know he did 8 Mile, but big ups.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
It was written by Amanda Silver, inspired by real life cases of domestic betrayal and revenge. It stars Rebecca D. Mornay, Annabella Sciorra, Ernie Hudson, and Julianne Moore, which I forgot she was in this movie.
Yeah,
Till
Julianne
we saw
Moore.
her again tonight. I
Yeah,
was like, oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Julianne
forgot
Moore.
about her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew that New England accent. I trust me. I'm from New England. I know New England accent.
So, a widow infiltrates a family as a nanny to destroy the woman she blames for her husband's downfall. So, this is like a little bit of a case of like a psycho plus slash a revenge. I don't know, revenge of her husband based on what happened with that whole thing. So,
Hey man, I already told you how I felt about that.
the title comes from the poem "The Hand That Rocks the Cradle is the hand that rules the world," and that line's actually in the film also.
Bam. And which that's gonna be a future project we're gonna do down the road when movies say their name inside the movie.
I have that one ready if you ever want to make it.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. It's coming in probably in the month of November. We're just trying to go power through the rest of all these horror movies and then get back to, our regularly scheduled programming.
Yep. So, guys, we always talk about budget and revenue. So production budget for this movie was about 12 million, and they made 140 million dollars.
Really?
Did pretty
Damn,
well
man.
for 1992, right?
Well, I mean, come on now. It was really captivating to start off the
140 million dollars in 1992 was probably a lot more than it is now, too.
yeah, way over.
So it opened at number one at the box office, and it stayed top three for several weeks in a row. And one of the 1992's biggest psychological horror thrillers. It gained long-term cult status on home video and on re-release.
That's all they had to do, man.
Yeah.
Just head on over to your local, what is it, clerk's office. Be like, hey, you have any obsessionary
Wow.
domestic one of those crazy cases? All right. And you look into it.
Well, now I think this is like I would say this is like our, what we have now, like true crime, Lifetime TV and all that stuff.
Oh
This is
yeah.
like the first type of that, but obviously now it's just we have it on all the stations, all the channels, documentaries,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lifetime, that's all Lifetime is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But this is probably one of the first ones where they actually did something like this and, so that's why it hit a nerve. It captured the early 90s suburban paranoia, the stranger inside your home, stranger danger.
Yeah, man.
Especially out in the suburbs where
I
they lived
actually
in those
heard that
big
that's the
houses.
origin story of how Stranger Danger happened.
Yeah. And it surfed the wave of domestic thrillers. It kind of surfed Fatal Attraction and Pacific Heights, if you guys have seen those.
Uh, I've uh, I've seen Fatal Attraction and
Yep.
I would say I love it.
It explored motherhood, control, and gender power as well. Psychological manipulation instead of gore made it timeless. So, like we were talking about, it was just still is kind of based on like thriller, scary, but it didn't have the blood, which was a nice change.
I would say it did change going to the doctors for women different
Yeah, that
now.
whole part was terrifying.
No, no, no. I'm sure when that happened, that probably started where there has to be a female nurse with the male doctor.
Yep.
So I one would think that.
Yeah.
I,
Well,
I
now,
would
I
say.
mean, every time I go in for that stuff, there always is. I don't know if it's a preference of the doctor, if it's an actual rule, but definitely in this movie, they did not have anybody in the room for
Yeah,
them.
nobody was in the room, and you could tell it was the '90s. I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then its Nanny from Hell premise became an entire subgenre. So I guess after this, there was like other movies that were released that had, similar type storylines and things. Iconic scenes. So if you guys do or have watched the movie, there's a few, I would say, like iconic scenes inside
Hmm.
the movie. First one would be the greenhouse showdown. So Peyton's lies collapse as glass and plants shatter, visual metaphor for domestic destruction. So
The only one I liked was Julian Moore. I saw her coming in. I was like, oh my god. I was just happy to see her because I totally forgot. Yeah, that's probably one of her earlier movies.
mhm,
Before she started doing a whole bunch more, because I think after that movie, I think that's when she started doing like, oh, because I haven't looked at her movie list, but I'm sure because I remember she was really crushing the '90s and in the early 2000s too.
yeah.
So
And then another scene that was iconic was the baby monitor reveal when Claire overheard Peyton spying through the monitor. Silence and close ups created modern paranoia before the internet era. So, there was no like Alexa and Ring cameras and all that, nanny cameras and
oh,
stuff.
so it was good old espionage,
Good
spying, huh?
old baby
No,
monitor. That's
yeah,
it.
it's the same thing. Like if the feds came in here and wired us, it's the
Yeah,
same
same deal.
concept.
And then the breastfeeding scene. So, Peyton secretly breastfed the baby, haunting, unsettling power move, blending nurture and obsession. And obviously, what would you call him? Like the maintenance guy they had working there.
Yeah,
He was one of the first ones that actually found out that was going on, but then didn't say anything because.
right. And then on top of that, he already knew right off the back, like, hey,
She had bad
that
energy.
yeah, she was had bad juju for
Yeah.
sure. Had bad juju.
And then Saul's hero moment. So, like I was talking about the maintenance guy, or they call him a handyman. He was falsely accused and he returned to save the day with redemption and poetic justice. So, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did love that.
Yeah.
Did
Because she
love
kind
that
of set
because
him up and then, he got kicked out. And
let's just say it's Ernie, man. It's Ernie Hudson, man.
yeah.
Come on now.
Mhm.
He was he's a Ghostbuster. If you make him look bad, it's just like, man. But I mean, I've seen him play some bad characters, so
Right.
yeah. I
And then the final fall, I'm not going to say who fell through, but the final fall through the greenhouse mirrors, the cradle's rocking motion. So downfall, basically of the title itself. But definitely don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's actually pretty good movie. What would you rate
uh,
it?
if I had to rate this, um, I will say I would give this movie a straight up 4. It's a great movie.
Nice.
I will again watch the old school. We are gonna watch the
I'm not
new
gonna
one.
tell them 4 out of 5 because maybe they haven't seen our videos before.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It's 4 out of 5. I'm so sorry. That is why Shay keeps me in
I'm just
line.
saying, you never know. It could be a new viewer. They're like 4 out of what? 4 out of 4? 4 out of 7? I don't know.
Yeah, well, hey, I might be a 4 out of 4 guy.
Yeah. But no, he always does out
Uh,
of 5. So
no, yeah, 4 out of 5. I like to be on the odd side. I'm an oddball.
that's it.
So,
So, guys, we're going to do a quick break for social media hit list. If you haven't been with the channel before, it's just a little like breather from the main info where we do like some things that have popped up on social media that we wanted to share. And then we dive back into the video. But while Johnny's pulling that up, just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. Definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. It is free, guys, and it does help support us to continue on to make these videos and do all of this for y'all. So first one today, I thought this one was pretty funny. So, if you guys don't know, K-pop is like a whole thing right now with the newer, I would say like what 9 to 14-year-olds.
Hell yeah, man.
So this daughter, I guess, was in love with K-pop, Korean theme stuff, if you don't know what that is. And her dad so was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw her a Korean, K-pop party because that's what she wants to
Hell
do."
yeah, man.
So he did, but unfortunately, he didn't really understand the assignment, and he accidentally threw her a North Korean theme party with flags and Kim Jong Un cutouts after confusing it with a K-pop stuff, Korean
Yeah, like
party. I mean, it's still
listen.
Korean. Good job. He at least
Yeah,
got
no,
close.
he got the nationality
Wrong
down right.
Korea, really, because it's
Right,
mostly South Korea, but yeah.
right. Um,
And this guy was from Brazil, so maybe he
yeah.
just
So
didn't
the
really understand.
no, yeah, definitely. That's what I was going to point out. Like language barrier difference right there, dog. Huge
The
difference.
daughter looks thrilled. She's just like,
Yeah, she looks really good.
hopefully
Thing
none of her
is,
friends came over. That's all I want to say.
oh man,
Hopefully it was a
dude,
family party.
bro. Like, if I was her friend, I would have been like, look, and I'm just me being her token black friend. Just be like, hey, listen. We can make so many likes out of it. Trust me, we're gonna go big. So
I mean, big ups to him for trying
yeah,
it.
no, yeah.
But like,
For me, and in my eyes, he wins Father of the Year, in
try to
my
use
opinion.
Chat GTP next time, at least if you don't know what it is or something. I don't know. It's just pretty funny. But
Yeah. So, but Father of the Year in my book, probably Father of the Year in her book too, because hilarious. How can you?
well, she probably doesn't think it's funny now. When she turns like 25, she'll look back at it. But now she's probably just like, oh my God, my dad is just an idiot.
All right, let's switch on over to the next one.
So there's two pictures for this, so I just wanted to show them both. But so they, I don't know why they did this. Maybe they were just trying to be funny or something. But they decided to shampoo and blow dry the cows. Maybe just to give them a bath. I don't know.
Oh my god,
But they
really?
turned out like so fluffy. They look like
Holy
little
crap!
fleece blankets.
Yo, you know what? Have you ever seen Despicable Me?
Yeah.
The first one? Remember with the little girl? It's so fluffy. That's why I just think of her like immediately. That I just want to just be like, it's so fluffy. And I'm sure whoever was watching and was like, hey man, you ever seen that? Like whoever has kids, like, oh, have you seen this one movie called Despicable Me? And they're like, oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just really take care of their cows, so that's why they did that or something. But I don't know. It just to me, it was just hilarious. They look like little, those things in the mall that you can rent, the little kids can rent to drive
Oh
around,
yeah.
like the little
Yeah,
car. They're like
yeah,
animals, but they're like
little
cars.
animals, little car
Yeah,
animals you could
you can
drive
drive
around.
around.
Yeah.
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 So,
Oh man.
and then we just did the Freddy Krueger video, so I just thought,
Wes
well,
Craven.
this is pretty, yeah, Wes Craven video with Freddy Krueger in there. So Robert Englund is actually getting his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Halloween Day.
Damn.
So just thought it was pretty cool
Damn,
because it kind
son.
of tied into our video. So if you guys
Yeah.
haven't checked that one out, go ahead and check it out. It's the Wes Craven, Freddy Krueger slash
Hell
Scream
yeah. Hell yeah.
video. So
Man, I thought he probably would have been had that by now. Yeah, you know what?
I guess
I
not.
would have gave it to him in the 2000 year 2000, Halloween 2000. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, cool that they're still doing it on Halloween, but I think it's a little overdue, right? So
Right, he's been overdue.
yeah.
I'm
But I
really
thought it
pissed
was cool
off.
because it kind of tied into our other video. So, guys, let us know what you think about those ones. If you have any comments or anything, throw it in the chat or in the comments. So we're gonna dive back in, guys. So as far as this film goes, there were a little bit of like, what would you say, like deeper meaning and symbolism that was kind of hidden in the film. So obviously, you have the female grief and revenge part of it. I don't wanna, like, spoil all that, but essentially what happened was this family was pregnant and went to the husband because he was the OBGYN she went to, and he did some unthinkable things to her, and she reported it, and that ended up being his downfall, and this is actually the wife, so the nanny is his wife, basically, and so that's why she's kind of getting revenge, on this whole thing. Um, and then you have the motherhood themes of identity and control, the power shift between, women and exploring societal pressures. I don't think she worked, did she? The main lady? Like the mom?
The main lady.
Yeah, the family
Oh,
mom.
yeah, no. She
Oh,
worked at one point,
or
but no.
she volunteered.
Yeah, she volunteers, but I think that's where her job was really at. I think botanic. garden or something like that.
'Cause I know they're pretty well off, right? The husband is, like, his own scientist or doctor or
Yeah, he's a
something,
scientist.
and so he's kinda like, "Well, this is our, 2nd kid, so you should probably just get a nanny to help out with some
Yep.
stuff." I don't know. To me, if I didn't work, I would never get a nanny. That's just me.
Yeah,
That's just
I
even if
didn't
I was, like,
really.
super mega wealthy, I kinda go along with Rihanna and her husband's mindset on it, like, "You had the kids, so just raise your own kids."
Right. Yeah,
But I
that's
know
pretty.
rich people don't, but
Yeah, I know. I never really understood that. Like, even if you if I can if I had that money, yeah, I would love to hang out with Julius and James all day, every day. I'll
yeah.
pick them up, take them out of school
And I
early.
get it, there's gonna be times where you have to leave them with, like, family or something, but to just
Yeah, but
have, like, a
that's
live-in nanny and you
but no,
don't
but
work, it's like
that's like for like a date night or if we're going to be going out of town for like a week or something, then yeah.
yeah.
But I mean,
I don't to
besides
me,
that,
that's just weird, but maybe that's because 'cause I'm a control freak and I don't know. Yeah, I don't
different
know.
strokes for different folks,
I mean,
people.
I work full time and his mom helps, but, we don't have a nanny or anything, so I don't know, I just don't get it, but, what do you think there are any other meanings or symbolisms that you
Behind
have?
it, well, first things first, I myself, whenever I would have got that nanny, I would have been like, "Hey, are you lactating?"
Wow, you would
That's the
ask
first
that?
question. That's
I
the
don't know if
first
you can
question.
technically
No,
ask that when you're
I
hiring
no, no.
someone, I
Okay,
think
okay,
that's
okay. How
illegal.
about this? How about I would have been like, "Hey, hey, Shay, come on." And then you say that.
But I'm just
See?
saying, I don't think if you're hiring someone, you can ask that. Maybe in 1992, but I don't think you can ask that now.
Oh, so it can't be another female asking that question to another female,
I don't think so. You
even
can't.
though
You're not even
it's
supposed to ask them
partial.
how many kids they have or anything. That's all illegal.
Well, again,
Yeah.
in 1992,
But
like I
you
said,
would I mean,
I
she didn't
okay.
say she had kids, so why would that wouldn't even be something that would have crossed your mind anyway. Like, you wouldn't even have thought of it.
Listen, because I remember, and I think like Act 2 or Act 3, you came to me, Shay, asking me, "Hey, what's wrong with baby Julius? He hasn't been eating too well." See, I would have been like, "Hey, remember that question I tried asking you? We should have asked that question."
No, I get it.
Yeah, see, mm, that's why I tried telling you. These are, yeah, I know my questions are inappropriate, but they're appropriate.
Oh, okay. I just don't think it's something that crossed their mind because they didn't first of all, they didn't know that she had a miscarriage, and they also didn't know she had kids, so there's no reason to ask it.
Remember, she talked to her and said, "Oh yeah, I almost had a kid," or something like
Oh, she
that.
did?
Yeah, she said
Oh, well, I must
she
have missed that
started
part.
talking about it and you know piecing a bunch of stuff together.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, because
interesting.
that's whenever that north eastern hurricane Julian Moore came in there and she started solving that crime.
Yeah.
She's a good investigator, man.
So, guys, did you wanna talk any more about the first one before we go on to the new one?
Um, man, I just want to say that they didn't have to do my girl Julian Moore like that, dude. Or I mean, unalived her. Sorry, I accidentally said the K word.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's all you had left?
No, no, no. I mean, I'm upset because of that, and then they made freaking Ernie look bad, man. And I was like, man, why you gonna make the Ghostbuster look bad too? On top of it,
Wow.
that's what really kind of actually
But he
so.
had his redemption.
Yeah, he had his redemption still, but regardless, I was like, man, really? Come on now.
Mhm.
But they had every right to feel the way they felt, whatever. But
They
uh,
still gave him the bike and stuff, though. I mean, they're so decent about it.
yeah,
He
that's
he
true. I
did well.
forgot they did give him the bike. And the dad was like, I'll put it in there. So yeah.
I think the dad knew that it wasn't true because if you were really a dad and you thought that was really going on, I don't think you'd been very polite about it like that.
Right. That's true.
Most dads probably would've just handled it before they even called the other place. So, that's what I think.
You mean beat the crap out of him? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they would have beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
That for sure would have happened. Especially in 1992. I think that that young man will not be in that neighborhood anymore.
Oh, there was a part of there that we were talking about when we watched it where, the little girl told the nanny, this little boy was picking on her at school, but, she told the mom, and the mom tried to go to school and deal with it, but then it just didn't help. So the nanny was like, "Well, I'll take care of this." And so she met her at school one of the days, and they were all on the playground. She's like, "Which little kid is it?" Like, "Oh, the one in the striped shirt." She's like she went over there, grabbed him up,
Yep.
put him on the wall, and said, "If you touch her, I'm gonna rip your head off," or whatever.
And
And we
that
were
right
both
there,
like, "Oh my god."
and that right there, it felt, I felt in the 90s so bad.
But
I
I
was
was
like,
like,
"Oh
"Man, if
god,
you did that
nostalgic."
nowadays, literally, the cops have been called, you get an assault charge, you'd be in jail,
Yep.
your kid would be suspended for, like, a year. It'd be like this whole
The
debacle."
90s was great. You gotta understand the 90s.
I was like, "Wow."
There was another thing I did wanted to bring out on top of it too is, another question I myself would have asked is, how is her changing diaper technique, especially in, vehicles?
Yeah, at one
Because
part,
apparently
she's, like, changing the diaper, and then she's just holding the baby with the onesie open, and his butt's just like, forever. I'm like,
just
"Don't you think
hanging.
that's he's gonna pee on you soon? Like,
Mhm.
why are you
Yeah,
sitting
and
there
I was like,
forever?"
yeah, she does not do well in car scenarios.
Yeah.
So, and then, the last and final thing in my opinion that I loved about it, was in the restaurant, you can eat food. After you eat, smoke a cigarette
Yeah, that's
in
funny
a
too. They were both
restaurant.
smoking cigarettes in there.
Oh, man, dude, I was like,
I was
"Dude,
like, "Oh, you can tell
Julian
this is
Moore,
an
dog,
old
right off the
movie."
back, red lipstick." Popped one out, I was like, "Woo!" And then pop one over to homegirl's, husband and
Thank
stuff
God
too.
it's not like that anymore. Oh, I hate
Nah,
cigarette smoke.
but yeah,
That's how you
no.
tell it's an old movie, though.
Yeah, that's definitely, it's right there. Old
Because
movie
now
right
I think
there.
you can only, smoke in casinos?
Casinos and certain
Well,
bars.
actually, that's not true. Remember that other, pool place we went to? They were smoking inside there for some reason.
Yeah, some like I
It was
said,
a
some
bar/pool
bars.
slash pool place, but
Yes,
I was like,
some
"You guys
bars
still
will,
cigarette
allow
smoke?"
you.
And he was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and I was hoping that she wouldn't catch it, but she did.
Anyways, guys, that takes us to the, upcoming it's not upcoming now, it's here. It got released today on Hulu, so if you guys have that, go ahead and check it out. The remake of this movie. So it was directed by Michelle Garza Cervera and written by Micah Bloomberg, starring Maika Monroe, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and Raul Castillo. It's in a modern setting in Los Angeles featuring a tech-driven parenting style and digital trust issues. So, like I said, it was released today. It's a slower burn, psychological, basically tone to this one. Fewer jump scares, deeper emotional layers, and the marketing tagline is "Some stories never stop rocking." Did you know that?
No, I did not know that about, about it being a slow burn.
Mhm. And the main character, Rebecca de Mornay, from the first one, she was not consulted, which I guess sparked nostalgia versus reboot debates. So I guess people really wanted them to kind of like talk to her and figure out if she had any input on the new one. That makes sense, I guess.
I mean, did they get with Nave Campbell on the one, Scream movie that she was supposed to be in, but never was in? I think it was the, 6th one?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, think about it, like, she didn't get hit up for that or whatever, but she's
Well,
coming back for this one.
I don't think people necessarily wanted to be in this one, but they just wanted her to, I don't know, weigh in on it or have some input on what the storyline should be. Or I don't know. That's just something that was out there in the tabloids.
Right,
So,
right, right.
but it's a sleek digital cold and it trades the 90s warmth for modern dread, basically. So, it's probably all centered around technology issues, Alexa and all that other stuff. I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. We're going to check it out. But if you guys have seen it, definitely let us know in the comments if it's worth watching for sure.
Yeah, again, I like the classic,
We still have to watch it though. We're going to
yeah, no,
watch
no,
it.
I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm just saying, again, I still love the classic.
We'll probably watch it this weekend. We just don't have a lot of time during the week because we work and then the baby. So,
You mean The Overlord?
yeah.
Yeah, Julius the Overlord.
Yeah. And I think that movie was like, what, 2 hours? Two?
Uh, yeah, I
All
like
these
to,
90 movies are like 2 hours. I feel like it.
well, don't forget there's commercials, so if you
What did we
didn't
watch
have
it on?
commercial on Hulu, you can also watch the
Oh.
original on Hulu, just like the Hulu one. It's like,
Well, not everybody has Hulu commercials, but We do because I don't like Hulu enough to pay for the better one.
What happened if I told you if you update to Hulu today that Hulu has a better experience for people that don't? Join now on Hulu.
Whatever. That's fine.
See, look at that. I could have.
Actually, I have a thing in here that says Hulu is going away and Disney Plus is, consolidating all into one app. That was one of my social media hit lists that I haven't used yet.
Oh, so we just go to Disney for
Yeah,
everything?
they're gonna do that.
I'm not gonna say.
This is all in response to the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing, I think, don't you? Because they lost so much money on the,
Oh, okay. Well,
when the
yeah. I
stocks
mean, that's
plunged.
yeah.
Their
That's
stockholders lost a lot of money when they turned the Jimmy Kimmel show off.
right.
Now they're trying
So,
to make up for that.
all right.
Oh,
So,
actually, and remember a lot of people canceled their Hulu and Disney Plus because of that?
right.
Yeah.
So the best way I can to kind of help alleviate the whole situation is it's a smart move for Hulu to actually merge because one, Hulu's interface is atrocious.
Yeah, it is.
Let's just call a spade what a spade is.
Well, the most annoying part about Hulu is you can start watching a show and then, like, most ones you can stop it and then, turn it off.
And
But
then
that one, it never saves your place. You always have to, like, start it over again.
right and again, that same waste of space and servers is actually good for Disney. Now, hear me out now. Disney, don't get ahead of yourself. Your loadout isn't the best either. It's
Well, because they
still
have, like,
it's
all those top things you have to figure out, like, which one it's under
right, the
based on what
functionality,
it
so
is.
that's where is that infrastructure gonna be shut down and then rebooted to a point. Now,
I'm not sure.
I want everybody to understand earlier this year, before I think this would be like the fourth quarter to the end of the year, I would say, Netflix had did a recent update. The loadout had changed from the traditional and had changed over the
Yeah, because
years
now they're
too.
doing an algorithm-based one like YouTube.
Right. So but it's cleaned up and better. It still has that sleek.
Yeah, but it's just, like, if I went to your mom's Netflix, it's not gonna be the same
Right.
stuff that's on there because they're going based on what you've watched before and all that stuff. So,
Right.
yeah,
But regardless, it's clean, it's easy and sleek.
yeah.
Prime, not the best either. It seems like if you're going to try to do this, then you better have a great interface. Another one that you should be able to take that I believe that Amazon Prime had coined and probably was smart enough to make sure that they put a patent on it, that
Yeah, if you pause it, no matter who's on the screen, it tells you, like,
it
all the
tells you
people.
those, and that's one thing that Netflix, Disney, and if you do that, that right there, you'll start getting a lot more. But
J
that is one way to actually make your infrastructures a lot better. Because
Mhm.
there's times where it's just like, damn, dude. Now we're watching this great film that on your streaming service. Now you're making us stop what we're doing to look on our cell phone. Then we get kind of sidetracked on our cell phone. Then the movie's just sitting there being wasted. So to fix that, to make sure that you get more people to watch your movie and be more into the TV shows, you should probably do that. Put
Yeah.
a little. I think they coined it as I think it's called X-ray on Amazon Prime.
One thing
Check it
they
out.
should all do too, which bugs me, is like YouTube, there should be a history tab. Because how many
Yeah,
times have we been watching something on Netflix and we accidentally fall asleep or we go and do an errand or we do something else and then we're like, "Oh, we wanna finish watching that." We're like, "What was it called again?" Like, you
right,
literally can't there's nowhere to find it. You literally have to remember, like, what it was called to be able to get it back.
right. And then one thing we can all agree is every movie is being streamed or is transforming or trans transferring over to being streaming itself.
Did you wanna do your Johnson moment?
Oh, yeah, forgot about my Johnson moments. Johnson
Just
moments.
wanted to say, guys, we just got a new subscriber, so thank you so much for that if you are watching right now.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So one thing I do want to say is that in this Johnson moment, I was trying to think of what movies are that are similar to the hand that rocks the cradle. Obviously, we can all agree that this movie is a psychological suspense, obsession, and domestic danger, or what I like to call a pissot.
A what?
A pissot. It's a PSODD.
Oh, okay.
Pissot. So if you want to come over to my house and watch some pissot, hey Shay, you want to come over to my house and watch some pissot?
No.
What does that mean? Oh, it's
Come
just
over to your
psycho.
house, we live together.
Yeah, yeah, no, but I just want to say just for a little bit here, be like,
Okay,
hey man, you want to
weirdo.
come over to my house watch some pissot? It's just some psychological suspense,
Sure.
obsession, domestic danger. Don't worry.
Okay.
No, but I was trying to figure out what movies that are similar to that type of movies, and I found out that Fatal Attraction, which was made in 1987,
Remember I said they kind of took some cues from that one to make this movie because it was
there you
before
go.
this one. Yeah.
It's a married man's one night stand turns into a nightmare when a woman becomes dangerously obsessed with him. A single white female. It was made in 1992. It's a woman. A woman gets a new roommate who slowly begins to imitate. Oh, imitate and take over her life. So I've never seen that movie. Have you seen that movie?
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
I've never seen that movie. So then there's also The Guardian. It's a 1990 movie. Never seen that one. I actually had to look that one up, and I can say I've never seen that. When I looked up The Guardian, the news publication The Guardian popped up. Then I had to type in 1990, and then it finally popped up. So if anybody's gonna try to look up that movie, that's what popped up. That movie is about a nanny hired to care for a baby, harbors dark supernatural secrets tied to an ancient evil. Wow, I can see why I never seen this movie. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I can see why I never seen that one. And then Obsessed, 2009.
Yeah,
That
I
one's
saw that one.
see that one's with Beyonce. I've seen that one. A successful executive life unreals when a temp at his office becomes fixated on him and targets his wife. I think it had Angel Alba and Beyonce in that one, I believe. Yeah. So that one I
I
have
don't
seen.
know. I'll look.
And then Stepfather, which I've seen the 1987 one and the 2009 one. Man marries into families, presenting himself as the perfect father figure until a deadly true nature is revealed. Both of those movies were great.
Yeah,
I
it's
forgot.
Beyonce and Idris Elba. I just looked.
Okay, so I was right. So the 2009 one, Stepfather, I did like. It had Dylan Wash in there, which if you are a Dylan Wash fan, he played in a couple of other movies that I liked him in. But he actually played that role very very well. But those were five movies that were, if you did like or want to watch your very first psychological suspense movie should be that particular one, the hand that rocks the cradle. And then if you want to go a little further back, or the very first base one would be Fatal Attraction, which I always love that
Yeah.
one. So I believe that
And
one.
all of this was before social media, guys. Now it's just like even worse.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it had Michael Douglas. It was Michael Douglas in that movie.
Now with the layers of social media and all that other stuff, people can just stalk you and do all kinds of crazy stuff now.
Yeah, so that's. I mean, I can trust me. I can only imagine how the 2025 one with today's technology, how that one's gonna be a dread.
Yeah. So, guys, that takes us to bonus content. So, behind the cradle. So, screenwriter Amanda Silver drew from real world betrayals and psychological trauma cases. Dee Mornay, the main actor, she stayed partly in character to sustain intensity on set. So, doing some method acting even back in 1992.
Hmm. Damn, that's really good. Some good ass method acting she did.
The baby role alternated between twin infants under strict filming laws. So, they actually had two babies that they kind of swapped out to make sure they weren't overdoing it there with the baby.
Damn, man.
The baby didn't even do anything, just laid on the thing.
Hey.
Okay.
Those babies worked hard for
Okay.
other babies
Now,
to have those
if you're talking
rights.
about the labyrinth baby where he had all those creepy things on him, yeah, that one I would say was scary.
Hey, man. I care about the child labor laws too.
And then the greenhouse finale scene, where the person fell. That one took 10 days to shoot because of, like, lighting problems and stuff that with the weather.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, they taped it in Seattle, Washington. Like, you're not gonna
Yeah.
get any good lighting at all over there.
And the Seattle filming house became a tourist spot for Thriller fans.
You mean Michael Jackson fans? Or
No.
oh, you said Thriller fans. I was like,
Thriller, of
whoa,
course.
Thriller. Like, whoa, buddy. Yo, some Michael Jackson zombie people were out there just.
Wow. And then, Julianne Moore's role expanded after test audiences that watched it loved her presence, so they added, like, more parts of her doing stuff into the movie, because originally it was just supposed to be, like, a very limited
Yo, man.
cameo.
Nah, man. It's just because her accent, man.
I think just people think she's cute, that's it. And then, director Hansen insisted that they had no monsters and no jump scares, just evil and daylight. You know how the nanny was just always like, "Ah."
Yeah, yeah. She was
She
all
wasn't really,
happy.
like, mean or anything. She was
No, no.
secretively behind the scenes conniving and doing things,
Yeah.
but to their face, she wasn't, like, evil. Even to the kids, she wasn't mean to them.
No, she was never mean to the kids, man. She loved the kids, man.
Yeah.
She was like Trick Daddy. She loved the kids.
Wow.
Other than, I mean, Shay, I would say, man, that movie kind of gave me chills, man.
Yeah.
Made me want to go give Julius a kiss right now.
I think watching it when I was younger, before I was a parent, I don't know. I don't even think there were certain parts where I see on this one that I didn't even notice when I was watching it back then. Like the kid that when she was changing the baby and the baby's butt was out, I don't think I remember that part.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, dude, like, how you gonna change a diaper like that and just have this thing like all up on you? You could just pee directly on those
Yeah.
milk bosoms.
There were so many parts where I was like, I don't remember that as a kid, or, I probably watched it as like a preteen, but anyways, so it's just funny. It's funny to watch these movies again when you're later because I feel
Hmm.
like we're like, "Wow, that was in there. Wow, that's so politically incorrect. Oh my god, they did that. Ah,
Yeah, but
our
she
parents let us watch this. Oh my
yeah, no, like
god."
she really actually bent that kid's arm though. Like I felt bad for him. Like, yeah, after I think afterwards he was like, man, he probably talked to his mom. That woman really hurt me. I'm sure behind the scenes there's probably like a written up complaint to her about her.
Wow.
Like, hey man, you over bent that kid's hand. I'm gonna
Well,
do
guys, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's a good one.
so. I mean, Shay, since we got to watch the 2025 one, you think it's just gonna be nothing but like a whole bunch of Alexa robots and
I
stuff?
don't know. So, guys, 3 decades later, the hand that rocks the cradle still gives new meaning to trust your gut. And now, with the 2025 remake on the horizon, actually released today, the cradle's rocking again, just in a darker digital world. So, would you let Peyton in your house today? Go ahead and put that in the comments, and we'll see you on the next
Hell
one,
no, man.
guys.
Peace
Hell
out,
no.
guys.
If you thought she was cute, you would.
Listen, I will not put Peyton
Just
nowhere.
like that other guy that came over when they were going on the date, he was like, "Oh, we need to have kids so we can get a nanny." It's like, of course, sleazebag. Like,
Yeah,
every guy is like that, I swear. It's like
yeah. So big ups to the sleeve bags. So we're out here, guys.